A lot of people don't know what it's like to even live in Portland, let alone go through what I'm going through. A lot of people watching have no idea what it's like in Portland and how Portland's changed and what it feels like to experience the changes. The overpopulation, the competition, the intense gender wars, racial tensions, that underlying competition for limited space, limited jobs. There's a lot here. There's a lot going on in Portland. It's for a lot of different reasons. I've mentioned the metaphysical reasons more than once. There's something different about this town. There's something different about this town's history. And it's a microcosm for a larger picture. If you have something to say about where you live, excellent. I would probably watch your YouTube channel. So if you don't want to hear what's going on in Portland, that's okay. Or with me and my life and what it's like to be homeless and on Access TV at the same time, yet having some of these unfortunate run-ins with certain people that I thought were there to help me, only to see their accusations. People that I've known and people that I've never met in my life turning around and going crazy on me, like the Islamic guy from Africa. At least that's where he said he was typing from. I blocked him when he was being fairly forceful in his suggestions that I get a arranged marriage. And I told him, dude, that's not my style. And he went into every attack in the book that everybody else has been waging against. Oh, you're a bum, you're a beggar, you're no good. You blame everyone else for your problems. You're messed up. You're schizophrenic. Everything that everyone else that's tried to attack me and kick below the belt has done. Sounds kind of odd for a Muslim from Africa, wouldn't you say? One minute he's fighting with a friend of mine. He's throwing all these generalities out there in regards to white people, and I'm merely critical of people's behavior, the collectivist behavior, not any racial group. And I'm seeing this person pick a fight with me, another guy that I know, and I'm asking myself yesterday, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You know, he thinks I'm too hard on Aryans. This is another person. And then he starts arguing with this other guy that later snapped at me by the end of the day saying, you need to get arranged marriage. As if I have connections to do such a thing, which I don't. I don't have any connections to my dad's side of the family. And, you know, I've talked briefly about writing a book to talk more about my life and experiences. Things that don't come up in every video. I've never gotten into specifics, but I've alluded to it. This is a period of my life where I'm going through a certain amount of grieving. Obviously. You know, I'm living without a home, and I'm thinking about my life, my whole life, as it flashes before my eyes. So certain things come up in conversation. I apologize if it makes you feel uncomfortable when I share information, but it's funny to watch people use personal information against me in order to shut me up and attack me when I'm low. And then the same person that was really complimentary in the past, you know, or supportive, or seem to be understanding, turn around and say, oh, my solar flare information is just a hoax to draw attention to myself and somehow obtain worshipers, actual worshipers. People are allowed to critique me. People are allowed to disagree. They're not allowed to engage in personal attacks and try to tear me apart and get inside my head and stop me from what I'm doing. No one's allowed to do that to me. I block those people. I block people that say kill yourself. I block people that say I look like a junkie. I block people or distance myself from people that try to control me or play alpha male with me. People like 8-digit PDX. I distance myself from people that are abusive, and I will continue to do so for the rest of my life. The question is, how many people watching right now have developed some sort of obsession with me? No, people that claim they support what I'm doing, but in reality are doing something completely different, taking notes of every flaw, every imperfection, and then one day becoming abusive with me, to which I block them, only to turn around and say everything, every name they can in the book, try to hit me in every way, hit every button, and it's like a script, and everybody says the same thing once they flip. You're nothing. No wonder no woman wants anything to do with you. You're fucked up. Blah, 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 blah. You use people. You have PTSD. You're a beggar. I mean, show me evidence of me sitting around begging in the street. Most of the time that I make videos, I don't make mention of my PayPal. It's totally normal for every now and then for me to put it out there that people can't support my work. There's very little evidence of me begging. There are times where I've been in tough jams and I've asked for help if anyone wanted to offer it. Most of the time in my videos, you don't hear me bring up money. Most days, I only eat one meal. Most of my videos are not about that. So people will tear me apart in whatever way they can when I don't please them. The question is, what's getting inside of them? And I think this is a place where we need to end it. It seems like whenever I'm trying to really improve things, people get really nasty and they act like they have demons up the ass. Like the archons take over. And people that develop a close relationship with me, they seem to be the nastiest people that I've actually known. But a lot of it comes from anonymous people on the internet that, you know, have never met me and will never meet me. And they develop an obsession with me. As soon as I do something that they don't like or share something that relates to me, not even them, but me, somehow they change and they start engaging in personal attacks, and they go down the list of basically the, you know, most frequently names being called or most frequent attacks on my character, being untrustworthy, being considered not worthy, being considered not credible, being considered a junkie, being considered a beggar, being considered overall a bad person, and they just go down the line with every button they can hit. And it seems like that's the life that I'm living. I'll make videos discussing highly personal things, put it out there for people that I consider to be my real friends or people that I consider to be my real viewers. And sometimes those people don't comment, but it's like I put it out there, and in reality it's like those people that wish to hurt me, to attack me emotionally, they use it against me. They collect as many notes as they can. And then when I piss them off, they just fucking come unloaded. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get some food. I'm going to go inside and get warm for a little bit. I'm going to get a burger. I'm going to have some water. I'm going to use the Wi-Fi. I'm going to see if I can upload this video. I really need to get, you know, additional information out there relating to the war cycles and the cycles of the sun in order to help people see the patterns. So we know what's up when things are happening, but also so people can hopefully be strategic in these times. And when we see that there's an increase in energy on the planet, propel our lives forward, start new projects, things like that. There's a lot of different things that somebody can take away from some of my information relating to the solar flare cycles and the cycles of great change on the planet. So that's something that I'm trying to wrap my mind around for the next couple of days. What kind of a presentation that I will be putting on in Beaverton on November 26, 2014. And there's a chance I might just cancel that event. There's a chance that it's just too soon. You know, I don't know of a lot of people that are doing what I'm doing and doing videos of the stuff I'm talking about, or on Access TV while living out of their vehicle. And I'd like to watch videos from people that are in a similar genre that are basically completely on their own. But no one yet has placed any links in the comment section relating to anyone covering highly controversial material on a regular basis, either on YouTube and or Access TV, preferably Access TV, because that really puts you out there in the public eye to where people in your, you know, your own local community actually recognize you, and they have the opportunity and ability to glare at you, stare at you, you know, treat you like a lesser land. A lot of people don't have the luxury that are on YouTube of having that experience of actually seeing someone genuinely hate you because they recognize you and what you've said. Not a lot of people have that luxury that I get to have here in Portland. It's a luxury. It's a luxury like one you'll never ever know. To be that guy that told them that their Messiah was not the Messiah. To be seen as hateful and spiteful and negative. To have people actually project their anger at you. To actually talk about issues that affect women, issues that affect men, have people actually glare at you and think that you actually hate them, to have women actually think that you hate women, to have men that think that you actually hate them or hate all Marines because of the things that you're talking about. It's an amazing experience. You may want to check it out sometime. You may want to walk in my shoes for maybe, oh, I don't know, 2 minutes to understand what it's like to actually be in these set of circumstances, to actually be recognized by people and even admired by some people, and to feel humiliated because you're homeless, to be actually admired by people every now and then, have people come up to me and go, Alex, I haven't seen you in years, where have you been? And you're just sitting there, not so much with your hat in your hand, but kind of like, well, I've been back since March. It's been really difficult. The question is, who do you tell? Who do you tell that you're homeless? Who do you keep this information from? Some people will completely marginalize you and put you in that box once they know that you're homeless, because as I've learned from some of the nasty commenters, you're automatically seen as a beggar and a really bad person if you're not on the materialistic path. And if you don't feed them and let them parasite on you, and they're more mind parasites than trolls, they will trash you with every tool at their disposal, every bit of information they've collected from years of watching my videos obsessively. The mind parasites come out with knives in both hands and daggers and all types of throwing objects, just hurling emotional attack at me after emotional attack. If I block them and don't let them completely have their way with me, or they'll accuse me of theft, like really insane shit, and I'm starting to notice this pattern. And I'm reporting to you guys from the streets, whether you are okay with that or not, whether you're okay with the idea that there's an alternative media person that will actually talk about his experience or not. Regardless of whether or not you like my videos or you're okay with my videos, it's not going to stop me from speaking. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to tell me I'm too negative. You're not going to tell me it's all in my head or that I'm schizophrenic. You're not going to tell me that I have substance abuse problems, because I know how to use a YouTube channel and I know how to use video to express myself. Because I live outside the box, because I have different ideas, because I won't let you be my slave. You can go ahead and make any allegation that you want against me or my character. You can call me a raghead. All of you women out there, you can think of me as that crazy guy that will always be too wild for you. Too insane for you, someone you can't really trust, too angry perhaps, not worthy of love. You can think whatever you want about me. You can think whatever you want about me. We're going to go ahead and keep narrating what it's actually like to be on the streets of Portland and actually have a history in this town, to be born in this town, to have been on Access TV in this town for years, and to come back and be on Access TV again, to be that guy that people hate because of the things that you're saying, or that guy that actually, surprises people. People have never seen what they think is a celebrity. Oh my God, I saw that guy on a flat screen TV, and there he is, looking all depressed at a bench, looking worried. And I'll tell you what I've learned about people, when they see someone in pain, they go the other way. They don't want to be around that person in pain. It's scary to them. People want to feed off someone's joy. They want to be around someone who's constantly happy. They don't want to be around someone who's in pain, whose heart is breaking. Someone they probably could just use a hug or a hand on their heart. Oh no, I'm actually considered an untouchable. And no amount of bullying is going to stop me from speaking out and actually expressing this. I want to remember what this felt like. I want to remember what these feelings felt like. I want to look back on these tapes in the future. I don't know where I'll be in the future, but I want to look back on these tapes. And with that, I've said enough, and I'm going to wrap it up.